So if we want to look at personal problems and social problems, let's figure out what's the difference. What are we talking about here? Now, many people, everyone experiences some personal problems. For example, many people are poor and unemployed. Many people are in poor health. Many have family problems, or someone drinks too much alcohol or commits a crime. Are the problems a personal problem because there's something wrong with that person? Or do these problems stem from aspects of society itself? Now, our society typically blames the individual, the person. Well, it's a personal failing, a moral failing. But another way to look at these problems is, well, these are problems that society has, and that accounts for the problems that individuals have. Many problems ordinarily considered a person's private troubles can actually be better understood as public issues, like unemployment. If only a few people are unemployed, society might say, well, they're unemployed because they're lazy, they don't have good work habits, and so forth. But when millions of people are out of work, suddenly it becomes a public issue. Now, Americans in particular typically think that social problems like poverty and unemployment stem because of the personal failings of the people who have these problems, not from larger structural problems in our society. This is also known as blaming the victim. For example, poor children in urban areas often learn very little in their schools. A blaming the victim approach would say, well, the children's parents don't care about their learning. They're not teaching them good study habits. They don't encourage them to take school seriously. But this ignores a much more important reason: the sad shape of Americans' urban schools, which are overcrowded, decrepit, they have old textbooks, use out-of-date equipment, all things that need to improve the schooling of children in urban areas. We must improve the schools themselves, not just try to improve the parents. But why does this matter? When we blame the victim, oh, well, there's nothing we can do to change things, it reinforces racism and prejudice. We need to change those people. And funding, if there is any, will go to programs that try to change people's cultures and their family relationships. If instead we blame the system, we will focus our attention on various social conditions like underfunded schools, the low wages that force parents to work multiple jobs, racism, which require society to spend money and confront its own past and prejudices. And you can see how that's going to go.